5 of the BLS Season 2 Grand Finals between Fire and Warriors. Currently, Fire with a 3-1 lead. We're going to have to try to see some kind of a comeback from the Warriors, who haven't really looked like themselves. Oh my God. Han Yolo, though, is going to put it top corner. I'm talking about the Warriors not looking like themselves. Han Yolo says, hey, we're still here, man. We're still here. We got 1-0, less than 10 seconds in.
Yeah, and that's exactly the kind of aggressive start they were wishing for. Getting a quick goal, putting the pressure on Fire, getting some pressure on them, trying to stay alive in this tournament.
Yes, and that is a very good way to start. By the way, everybody, Captain Ham is here to join me again for another game in this BLS Season 2 Grand Finals series. To remind everybody of the players on the team, we got Fire, Apocalypse 2000, Restoring Hope, and Rafro. Restoring Hope is a sub that came in the last game to good effect as it stands. And Warriors with Han Yolo, TheUrbanFarmer, and GibleeDoo with the 1-0 lead, leading and seemingly in control of this game for the first time in the last 3 games, having actually lost 3 games in a row. And after winning the first game, so we'll have to see if they can keep this up. We got 1 minute down this game, and maybe they can keep the pressure up. Maybe they're going to find themselves in this one.
Yeah, we can see them actually kind of backing off, playing a few defensive plays right now, but they're on the attack now, almost a goal. And what I think they actually need to do is try to get a second goal in, put so much more pressure on Fire, and maybe close it early.
Yes, and that is hopefully what they're. Oh my God! TheUrbanFarmer takes it himself off the backboard. A great little pass that looked like it was going to pop out in front of the goal, but it actually stayed close. And there were 2 players in the goal, it seemed like, waiting for it. Neither contested, and TheUrbanFarmer's just going to take those every single day. That's a 2-0 lead for the team that certainly didn't seem like they could put together a 2-0 lead in the last 2 games, and they're showing up, and we have ourselves a grand finals.
Yeah, and they did exactly what I said they need to do, get a second goal, and now the pressure is on Fire to perform now in the last game, possibly of this series, trying to close this one and move to the grand finals, or actually win the game.
Or just take the game for sure. 3 goals would do it for them at this point. 2 goals down, 3 minutes to go in this game. Ball is in neutral. We're having Rafro try to dribble it up in there. They need to make something happen. Apocalypse could have probably had one there if he hadn't gotten a little too far up. Restoring Hope trying to put it back into the corner. Apocalypse was just there. Looks like he rotated out, though. We got Han Yolo coming up into the front to defend. Rafro was trying to put some pressure on there. Ball in a dangerous spot. Apocalypse is going to come across, but GibleeDoo will go ahead and defend there. We're coming up on halfway through this game. Still that 2-0 deficit for Fire, a deficit they are certainly not used to, according to the last 3 games in this series, but a deficit they're going to have to get out of if they want to go ahead and just take this grand finals right now in 5 games, which would certainly be saying something. Winning a grand finals 4-1 would be considered by many to be a pretty dominant victory in a best-of-7 series, but as it stands, this game's kind of going back and forth right now, and Fire not really able to put anything together.
Yeah, well, we can see Fire trying to take more risks in some of the plays. They're all in Warriors half, trying to maybe give up rotation a bit in order to gain some space in the map and control some zones in the map that they can force a goal from. But so far, no luck, and Warriors just keeping up with the defensive plays.
Yes, and there we have a great save by TheUrbanFarmer. That was going up in towards top corner, and that would have been a nice goal there for Fire to feel like he can get back into this. Restoring Hope will hit it off the ceiling. That's a dangerous spot. Rafro, though, is going to come across the goal. GibleeDoo with the pop, and Rafro coming back up the wall. What an incredible double save. That was absolutely nuts, and that's going to hopefully keep them a little bit inside of this game with 2 goals to go. 1:20. It's certainly doable. I mean, we know Rocket League. Rocket League is a game where 2 goals can be scored in maybe, 2 seconds? I mean, a goal per second is viable, and we're coming up on a minute. They're going to need something like that. They got to put something together, but time is ticking, and with a minute left, I'm not entirely sure if they're going to be able to do it, but they certainly look like they want to put on the pressure now. Apocalypse making a great play, actually, off the ceiling. That's going to actually roll right in front of Han Yolo and across, and Rafro is showing up right now. That's only 1 goal down now with less than a minute to go.
Yeah, and Fire getting the goal they needed, and now all the momentum is going to shift their way. Pressure is on Warriors to keep their goal safe and win this game to stay alive in this tournament.
And they do need to maybe adopt the theory, but the best defense is good offense sometimes, and So far, their offense in this game has been absolutely stunning, so hopefully they can continue to keep that pressure on, but they only have 30 seconds to go, and that's a dangerous ball. Rafro actually could have probably put that in. He was up. I don't know if he was freestyle or just flipping over, but it looked like his car was a pixel away. There's another shot. Han Yolo going to get the save. They are wanting that second goal. Are they going to try to put away the grand finals? They need to get it into overtime at least with another goal here. There's only 10 seconds, though, but they are putting the pressure on. Apocalypse with a nice little chip out, but it is going to go straight into the grill of GibleeDoo, who wants to make it 3-1 and solidify the win. Not going to happen. 3 seconds. That ball is going to hit the ground. Restoring Hope can't get the pop. That is game set there, with the victory going to Warriors for the first time since game 1. That will be a 2-3 scoreline now in the grand finals. And the Warriors showing up. This is the team that was in game 1, and finally we see them again, and they're going to try to hopefully make this best of 7 last as long as possible.
Yeah, finally we can see a Warrior team that managed to connect a few passes that get some shots on target and not everything just go haywire and just like playing messy and without any plan. We can see they had a plan. The rotation was on spot. They had all these blocks and saves.
Yeah.
They were closing down the goal like permanently, except for the one goal that was honestly a keeper's mistake. We can see their entire rotation was pretty good, and they realized they had the lead and it's there to lose, so they just closed the goal and went back and let fire come at them instead of just like trying to be greedy and get another goal.
Yes, yeah, and that's a good point. And you bring up that their defensive rotation was certainly just on point, and that was something we didn't see in the last 2 games. We saw the holes in their defense and Fire just capitalizing on them. It is worth noting as well, both goals for Warriors are unassisted. They are both solo efforts. One from Han Yolo 10 seconds into the game, and BLS just actually hitting it off the wall to himself for another goal. I wonder if we'll see that continue, if they need those individual plays to keep in this series, or maybe they will start to get a little more chemistry going into the next game, Game 6.
Well, they're still with the backs to the wall. I mean, if they lose the tournament. So same position, only they need one more game to tie it up and put so much pressure on Fire.
Yes.
Let's see if they can do it.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward for next game. If the next game is gonna be like the ending of this game, it's gonna be an amazing and exciting game to watch.
Yeah, I completely agree. And we will have Game 6 coming up for you. Go ahead and check it out on the YouTube channel. Thanks, Captain Ham, for casting with me for these games, and I look forward to casting with you again in the near future.